Okay, so we're going to start with hello to everyone online to begin with. So we're going to start with a lying down meditation, which we'll do for about 20 minutes. Well, it's not really a meditation; it's just a relaxation exercise, and just a way to really arrive here and start to relax and settle and that kind of thing. So we'll do that, and before we do it, what I suggest is we have our heads facing this way, and then our legs facing the door, and we can be in semi-supine posture. So, backs on the floor, our feet on the floor as well, so that our knees are up, and they can collapse onto each other. And then just have a cushion under your head, so not under your neck, just under your head, and we'll go from there, and I'll talk us through the meditation. So if you want to set up. I've got the aircon on as well, so get a bit cooler. And if you want a blanket, you can put your hand up and I'll just kind of bring one to you. Because it will get a bit cooler. So anyone want a blanket? Just me. So relaxing everything. So you can begin to relax your face. Your lips can drop. The gaze behind the eyelids, just relaxing. Unfurrowing the eyebrows. Come down, you can let your shoulder blades just, as it were, melt into the ground. You just get a sense of your torso going up and down as you breathe. just become aware of your chest and your heart in particular. Noticing any sensations. It might be pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. And down to your tummy. So again, noticing the sensations here. And this time you can come down to your sitting bones. So just seeing if you can start to relax, ungrip in the bottom half of your body. So the muscles around the pelvis, the bum, the thighs as well, and the back of the thighs. Very often we grip here in the thighs in particular. You can notice your knees. Just being aware of your knees. And your shins as well. start to relax your calf muscles. Or even more like just let go of any tension. If you find there's any tension, any gripping, well, there's no need. You can bring your attention down this time, so all the way down to the feet. You might notice in particular the touch of the feet on the mat, on the floor, and the sensations, just of the touch, of the raw touch of the feet on the floor. You can actually do the same with your hands, so just sort of switching your attention now to your hands. So you might notice just the sensations of the hands as they touch your lap or the floor or the mat. And also just relaxing any gripping in your arms. Good. After I ring the bell for the first time, you can make your way onto your left shoulder facing the shrine. And after the second bell, you can just go back to your seated posture. And you can do that slowly. Hello. Welcome. So, some mats, if you need to get some at the back. Yeah. So good to see you. Probably a bit of an eclipse contingent, I imagine. So we did actually catch a bit as well just before the class. Looks much brighter now actually outside. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to talk a bit around worship actually, and in a way what it means for us as Buddhists to worship. I'm going to use a section from this book, which is the Puja book, which is the book of, it says, Book of Buddhist Devotional Texts. So it's a book that we use to perform sort of pujas, which we will do one later on. And I think you probably all have done one before, but I think just stick around for that. But so really what I wanted to say about it, and in a way just to get us into the mood of meditation and metta that we're going to look at today is, I just wanted to point out really that this is, in our puja, this is the first stage, this is the first section. You know, we open with worship, so a puja, you're evoking spiritual moods, yeah, or exalted spiritual moods, and it's by no coincidence that that's the first one that we look at when we perform the puja. It's not mindfulness, although in a way it is, but it's not wisdom. It's not, in a sense, it's not even loving kindness that we might think. It's worship. And I was just thinking actually that my sort of history with religion, worship tends to be kind of at the end. That's what you do at the end of the path, as it were. The goal is to worship something bigger. And in a sense, this is really a prerequisite to transformation in Buddhism, worship. So I'll read out this stage. We won't do this puja because it's a bit long. We'll do another puja, but this is the one that we traditionally do. So, with mandarava, blue lotus and jasmine, with all flowers pleasing and fragrant, and with garlands skillfully woven, I pay honour to the princes of the sages, so worthy of veneration. I envelop them in clouds of incense, sweet and penetrating. I make them offerings of food, hard and soft, and pleasing kinds of liquids to drink. I offer them lamps encrusted with jewels, festooned with golden lotus, on the paving sprinkled with perfume. I scatter handfuls of beautiful flowers. Okay, so really, in a sense, it's an offering, isn't it? An expression of giving what we have to something. So a real kind of care, an expression of there's something there that I want to go towards, and here you go. Here's flowers. Here's incense. Here are lamps, candles. So yeah, we do need that basically. We can come to meditate and do it so that we improve our lives, so that our mind is more stable. And when I came to the centre, I came because I wanted to. I mean, you've probably heard this before. Actually, you come in on Wednesday, but I came because I wanted to be more focused, so that I could make more money, basically, in my life. And I thought, so if I meditate, I'll do that. I'll become more focused. My mind will become more stable and steady, and I'll be able just to not waver so much day to day when I'm doing my work. And then actually what happened after some time was that that kind of the goal of making more money through being stable, it just didn't really hold up to what I'd experienced here at the centre. It seemed like I'd have to change my goal to something less self-focused, self-centered, or I'd probably have to give up meditation and just try and, or at least not go so deeply into it. Partly what I think was happening was my objects of veneration, I guess money or status in that case, they didn't really satisfy, and I could see how that was painful for myself, and how the life that I built for myself wasn't going to go very much further. Like I kind of saw where the goal was. I saw where the end point of my mindfulness would get to. So what I needed to sort of live out a bit more was a sense of veneration towards something more, yeah. And basically what it was having a vision of a life that was more beautiful than just a selfish life. So what we're going to do in a second is we're going to just bring to mind a time where we felt in that kind of mood of devotion, veneration, and you might not relate to, you might not see things in those terms, but just maybe a time where you felt like life was beautiful and there was something, you're sort of outside yourself a bit more, yeah? So it could be an experience of nature. It could be a particular sort of meditative experience. It could be a figure that you've seen here at the centre, like a Buddha figure. It could be through also a book. Sometimes we meet minds that are bigger than ourselves, and that we can sort of look up to through a book, can't we? Or through a sense of wisdom. So we could just bring that to mind, and we'll sort of sit with that for a bit and try and see if we can cultivate that sense of veneration, of worship. And worship can seem like such a dirty word, I think, these days, or so like that we're too smart for it, that we're too smart for worship. We sort of pass that. But of course, we probably are worshipping something anyway. Like I was worshipping the status, say. I always find it quite good to think in terms sometimes of we need to look up. And I'm a Buddhist, so I look up to the Buddhist ideal. You might not be, but and what that is to me is looking up to something, like the ideal of enlightenment. But it doesn't mean that it's looking down on me. So, I used to think that looking up at something meant that something was looking down on me. In a sense, I don't know, it was looking down on me, but of course it's not. Looking up is something natural and beautiful, and it's something that is just an important thing to do. And it's not that something's looking down on you, someone's looking down on you. It's just a normal human urge that we all need to have if we're going to feel fulfilled. So we have to start with this kind of attitude, really, to be able to get somewhere. Okay, so I'll just leave you that. So we'll just sit for a few minutes and just try and evoke that kind of sense of this looking up, this worship for something, this feeling like, I want to give myself to something, or even this sort of selfless feeling, and particularly try and just bring to mind those times or one particular time rather that you've really felt that. Again, nature, could be through the arts, could be through meditation, someone that you look up to, say. And then we'll go into a period of the metabhavana practice, and I don't know what more to say, just maybe try and keep that the sense of that alive, and there's a sense of like beauty in that. And if you feel like you're going too far off that kind of attitude, just try and come back to a bit of that again. Okay, so we'll meditate for about 25 minutes. You can start to focus your awareness a bit more around the heart. And bringing to mind that time where you felt in a particular sort of worshipful state. sense of seeing something beyond yourself. You want it to dawn and go towards. You can take that sense, that feeling into your practice, to a period of the metta bhavana. So yeah, we'll have a chance to have a tea now, and yeah, we'll be back here in 15 minutes or so. And yeah, let's just keep this shrine room in quiet and silence, and then we can talk when we're out in the middle room. it's worthy of another bell. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're going to continue this theme, but I thought really we could do a bit more practice, mainly. So yeah, I was just thinking in the break. Well, I was talking to Sean actually, and we were talking about coming to the centre, and thinking, what could I actually go back to my old job, my previous life? And I thought, well, probably not, because once you see something, once meditation opens you up to something, it's quite hard to go back into the old way of seeing the world. So it just kind of struck me a bit. I was kind of thinking about what we were saying earlier. Of I guess seeing something, going towards it, and also this thing. So looking again at this section, another area struck it as with garlands skillfully woven, I pay honour to the princes of the sages. And to be honest, I was thinking of the three wise men. I was thinking about the kind of, I don't know, the image of the three wise men going to a particular place and offering, paying their respects and offering something, and not coming empty-handed. So it's a bit like that, isn't it? When we do look up to something, we can't sort of come empty-handed, and when we worship, we're worshipping. We're sort of giving something of ourselves to something else. So, gifts, in this case, the three wise men, gifts. But in the case of this section, we're offering the traditional offerings, the incense, the flowers, the light. And so to go towards something, we need to sort of offer something of ourselves. We can't just, as it were, just flirt with something but not really give anything of ourselves. So if we want to follow a particular path, it's not just that we have to look in that direction, we have to start to go towards that direction. We have to really give something of ourselves. So it can be, traditionally speaking, you give those offerings, those kind of material offerings. But of course, if you do worship something, you're not just giving materially, you're also giving your time, but you're also giving the kind of sense of it gives you a framework, doesn't it? It gives you kind of ethical framework, say, and that's what we have at the centre. That's what we have in the Dharma. We've got the precepts. So to be able really to do this, to worship, well, we need to start to purify our mind more. We need to be more generous. We need to be more honest. We need to be more kindly in our speech, and to practice mindfulness. And then and in a way, that's the kind of a way that we can also actually sort of have our skin in the game. So that's what we do when we're worshipping. We're putting our money down, our skin in the game, and that's where you can start to transform. Otherwise, well, I guess like for me in my example at the start, it was just just a bit more like a hobby, and you get a bit from Buddhism or whatever you do if you just flirt with it a little bit and just use it for our own means. But really, for it to transform us, we need to start to like actually give more of ourselves. Anyway, I don't really. It's sometimes hard to talk about without sounding like you need to like sign your life away or something like that, or like sounding like a pitch. But it just is, you know, it just is true. Like if we're going to get behind something, we need to act, and when we act, we sort of start to create a particular pattern within our mind, and acting and giving and action can be something that we give, or it can be I don't know, like how we see the world, how we speak to other people. Yeah. So it really, I guess what I'm saying is that to worship and to transform, we need to actually act. We need to act in accordance with that which we find worthy of worship. And it sort of requires something of ourselves. It's like there will be like even a small kind of death, even a small death of how we used to see things, or how we were, or, you know, sometimes when you're generous with your material possessions, it can feel a bit painful. And so, you know, same applies to if we sometimes when we say the truth, we try and be more honest when it's actually quite hard, and we really don't want to because that might cause a bit of difficulty, but we know that that's right. That sort of can be painful. So that's what I mean by giving of yourself. It can be like that, and it's not. It can feel painful, but I think the more we do it, the more we know, the more we can actually sort of want to do it, want to just give. Like that becomes a part of ourselves. We start to see ourselves more not so fixed and static. We start to be able to respond a bit more creatively with the world. So it's not. I don't mean to say it's painful. It can feel that way if there's an ideal that we want to worship. But actually it's really liberating, and you can get that in meditation. And what you really get that in as well is what in puja, which we'll do in a second, well actually longer, but we'll do the puja, and what these are verses of evoking the Buddha, and we'll do a short puja, and yeah, there are sections that are basically that kind of yearning for more, the yearning for fulfillment. That's what we're trying to evoke, that kind of spiritual sense of there is more. And we could, at the end, we'll just sit with that silence, and it's a transformative silence. It's not a dead, like somber, like religiously pious silence. It's something that, it's a different sort of silence that we're used to, I think. So I just encourage you to engage with the puja, with the verses. You're not going to be like, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? You're not going to become a Buddhist if you do it. But you can engage with it, and it's all in English, so you will know what we're saying. And we will actually do the refuges and precepts, and they're partly in Pali. And here we're just evoking the refuges, or the precepts that we take the kind of training principles of generosity, of loving kindness, of truthful communication, of mindfulness. So we'll do the whole thing in call and response. So just try and if you want, participate. And then at the end we'll have a mantra, which again evoking the kind of sound symbol of enlightenment. And you can make offerings if you like at that point. And then we'll go back, and then we can sit and again feel that silence, that really kind of noble silence. Yeah? And we will have worshipped at that point. And yes, anything else to say on that? No, I think we give us a chunk of time to do both. So we'll start off with a meditation, and we'll do the mindfulness of breathing, and then I'll ring the bell after the meditation. So I'll do the 4 stages for the mindfulness of breathing, and I'll ring the bell, and then we'll start the puja in 3 sections. After the first section, we'll do the refuges and precepts in call and response, and after the 3rd section, at the end, Vimokshamati will lead us through the mantra. And just give it a go. Really, don't be shy, particularly with the mantra. Again, it's not a sort of pious occasion, but really just try and sort of go for it. I mean, I say that because often we go on the lower end. It's also not rugby chant, but really, I think just try and do the mantra as fully as you can. Yeah. Settling into postures. Sorry. Sure you're relaxed, so relaxing any tension in your face, letting your lips drop, softening the gaze behind the eyelids. Ungripping any holding on in the arms. And the legs as well. You can imagine a sort of golden thread that's running from the bottom of your tailbone all the way up your spine, up the back of your neck and coming out on the top of your head. pulling you upwards from the head and downwards from the tailbone. We'll go into a period of the mindfulness of breathing. threefold puja. And call in response. Firstly, opening reverence. We reverence the Buddha.
We reverence the Buddha,
the perfectly enlightened one,
the perfectly enlightened one,
the shower of the way.
the shower of the way.
We reverence the Dharma,
We reverence the Dharma,
the teaching of the Buddha,
the teaching of the Buddha,
which leads from darkness to light.
which leads from darkness to light.
We reverence the Sangha,
We reverence the Sangha,
the fellowship of the Buddha's disciples,
the fellowship of the Buddha's disciples,
that inspires and guides.
that inspires and guides.
Refuges and precepts. Namo tassa
Namo tassa,
bhagavato arahato
bhagavato arahato,
samma sambuddhassa.
samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa
Namo tassa,
bhagavato arahato
bhagavato arahato,
samma sambuddhassa.
samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa
Namo tassa,
bhagavato arahato
bhagavato arahato,
samma sambuddhassa.
samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Tutiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Tutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Tutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Tatyampi Buddhaṃ saranam gacchāmi,
Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Tatyampi Dhammam saranam gacchāmi,
Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Tatyampi Sangham saranam gacchāmi,
Panatipata
Panatipata,
Verimani
Verimani,
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam,
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami,
Adinadana
Adinadana,
Verimani
Verimani,
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam,
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami,
Kamesu
Kamesu,
Michachara
Michachara,
Verimani
Verimani,
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam,
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami,
Musavada
Musavada,
Verimani
Verimani,
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam,
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami,
Suramirya
Suramirya,
Maja
Maja,
Hamadatana
Amadana,
Verimani
Verimani,
Sikkhapadam
Sikkhapadam,
Samadhiyami
Samadhiyami,
Sadhu
Sadhu,
Sadhu
Sadhu,
Sadhu with deeds of loving kindness.
With deeds of loving kindness,
I purify my body.
I purify my body.
With open-handed generosity,
With open-handed generosity,
I purify my body.
I purify my body.
With stillness, simplicity, and contentment,
With stillness, simplicity, and contentment,
I purify my body.
I purify my body.
With truthful communication,
With truthful communication,
I purify my speech.
I purify my speech.
With mindfulness clear and radiant,
With mindfulness clear and radiant,
I purify my mind.
I purify my mind.
Reverence to the three jewels. We reverence the Buddha
We reverence the Buddha
and aspire to follow him.
and aspire to follow him.
The Buddha was born as we are born.
The Buddha was born as we are born.
What the Buddha overcame,
What the Buddha overcame,
we too can overcome.
we too can overcome.
What the Buddha attained,
What the Buddha attained,
we too can attain.
we too can attain.
We reverence the Dharma
We reverence the Dharma
and aspire to follow it,
and aspire to follow it.
with body, speech and mind until the end.
With body, speech and mind until the end.
The truth in all its aspects,
The truth in all its aspects.
the path in all its stages.
The path in all its stages.
We aspire to study,
We aspire to study,
practice,
practice,
realize.
realize.
We reverence the Sangha
We reverence the Sangha
and aspire to follow it.
and aspire to follow it.
The fellowship of those who tread the way,
The fellowship of those who tread the way.
as one by one we make our own commitment,
As one by one we make our own commitment.
an ever-widening circle.
An ever-widening circle.
The Sangha grows.
The Sangha grows.
Offerings to the Buddha. Reverencing the Buddha,
Reverencing the Buddha,
we offer flowers.
we offer flowers.
Flowers that today are fresh and sweetly blooming.
Flowers that today are fresh and sweetly blooming.
Flowers that tomorrow are faded and fallen.
Flowers that tomorrow are faded and fallen.
Our bodies too, like flowers,
Our bodies too, like flowers,
will pass away.
will pass away.
Reverencing the Buddha,
Reverencing the Buddha,
we offer candles.
we offer candles.
To him who is the light, we offer light.
To him who is the light, we offer light.
From his greater lamp, a lesser lamp we light within us.
From his greater lamp, a lesser lamp we light within us.
The lamp of Bodhi,
The lamp of Bodhi,
shining within our hearts.
shining within our hearts.
Reverencing the Buddha,
Reverencing the Buddha,
we offer incense.
we offer incense.
Incense whose fragrance pervades the air.
Incense whose fragrance pervades the air.
The fragrance of the perfect life,
The fragrance of the perfect life,
sweeter than incense,
sweeter than incense,
spreads in all directions
spreads in all directions
throughout the world.
throughout the world. Shakyamuni Swaha. Om Muni Muni Mahamuni 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 Shakyamuni
So that's all we have time for. So yeah, see you hopefully next time, next week. And yeah, you can, if you feel moved to give on the way out, some donation. The whole team here are volunteers, so we're not paid, but the donations go towards just keeping this going, really. So if you can, that'd be great. And if you have already, thanks for that. And if you can't, just keep coming back and keep coming back to class, meditating. Keep coming back on Wednesday. That'd be good to see you. So yeah, and then if you could just help out as well, putting the mats in the corner over there and then the cushions on the side. Good. Thank you.